All right, I don't know if you guys can see this.
Dong mong,
Holy
baby.
crap.
That's 500 AD.
That's a bong?
It's like, I'm going to assume it's a bong. It's a smoking device. And
it's only
that's
used,
amazing.
It's only used for
Yeah.
tobacco products.
So is
Yeah.
the mouthpiece also shaped like a penis? Like,
I don't think so.
it
No,
should have
but it should
been.
have. Yeah.
It should have been. Maybe
Yeah.
the tip broke off.
That's probably why their
Mhm.
society fell.
Mhm.
That not enough dong sucking.
Not
Yeah.
enough dicks being sucked.
There's a ratio of the success of civilizations, and it has a very high oral sex
Mhm.
quota to meet.
How many
Oh my
dicks were sucked in
gosh.
this civilization?
You know how they say like an army marches on its stomach or whatever?
Yeah.
Well, a society thrives on its oral sex.
Society thrives on its
Oh my gosh.
what would it be called?
On its Gluck Gluck 3000.
Oh Lord.
I love the like divine feminine statues,
Oh yeah.
which are just,
thick.
there's not a head usually. It's usually a woman's body, but not like a head or arms or legs. It's just like tits and ass.
That's all you need right there.
That's all you need. That's all you need.
I always think it's hilarious when they act like in the past people weren't also super sexual.
And horny. Horny.
We got the dong bong. We got little like penis statues.
Uh-huh.
People are
Yeah.
jerking off just to like a little statuette that they made themselves.
Honestly, amazing.
I feel like people really like fetishize the Greeks, like
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
like ancient Greeks. It's like, they were like dicking little boys and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, that's
Man.
conveniently just left.
Oh yeah.
Thank
the
you.
wayside.
Like the
You know?
Spartans, the 300 Spartans, right
Sauce.
before. What is this?
Sorry, but yeah.
Hold on now. Let me take a look here.
If I did not work with children, I would have this as my screensaver on my phone.
So, seeing as this is an audio medium, let me just describe what I'm looking at
Please
here.
describe it
A
in
text that I
detail.
got from our buddy
sauce.
here. Yeah, it's like a fucking sick ass chopper.
Mhm.
Death just writing it.
Mm-hmm.
And it says, yeah, I have PTSD. Potential to suck dick, baby.
Oh my gosh.
It's like that fucking meme I love of Stone Cold Steve Austin, where he's just holding the two, it's like the Got Milk ad. He's holding the two milks, he's got the milk mustache, and it's like, I may be low income, but I'll never be low income. Ah,
No,
yeah, people are
Oh
good.
my
People are good at
gosh.
the internet.
I'm not.
Uh-oh, we got another spicy boy.
Oh my. Oh, okay.
Jesus.
She said her favorite color was blue. So I blew her dad.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing.
Naturally.
Sauce, where do you find this content?
There is a subreddit called The Pack.
The back.
Oh
It's
my.
like all caps, _pack.
I need to find it because I was looking on Reddit the other day, like, God, I need to follow some good shit.
Dude, that's like all it is. Like it's that one that I sent you that's like it's like a skull and it says like if Jesus was so great, why wasn't he forklift certified?
Yeah.
Like, that shit, I don't know. That's
Which is,
that's my humor.
A valid point.
Absolute facts. Yeah, I think I saw someone the other day that was saying, like, you know what? It's a guaranteed fact that I am better than Jesus at Call of Duty.
Mm-hmm.
Just a fact.
He may be able to walk on water, but can he 360 no scope?
Mm-mm.
Can you even
No.
hold the controller?
Exactly.
With like
Oh, the stigmata? That could be painful. Yeah.
He does the Wii motion controls, but he puts the Wiimote through his hand. That still gets destroyed on Wii bowling.
he smashes it at Wii tennis too. 'Cause he's
Oh,
hard
yeah.
through.
Yeah. God. It'd be so sick.
What happened? What changed?
Welcome back, everyone. My name is Eddie, and with me, as always, is the gorgeous
Kayla.
And we are the Sho-Dependent podcast. What is that, you ask? It is the podcast that exposes and talks about our codependent tendencies with the things that we love, how those things shaped us into who we are today, and whether or not that relationship has changed. And today we have a nice treat for you because not only is it our second ever episode with a guest, but it is also an episode that we are covering one of the greatest action movies of all time, a movie directed by John McTiernan, and a movie that absolutely put his name up in lights. And it's what you remember him for. It's what he is remembered for. He put everything on the line for this movie, and it paid off more than he could have ever imagined.
Yep.
Before that, we need to talk about our guests.
Let's talk about him.
Because today we have a buddy. He likes to go by the name Medium Sauce. Let me give you a little bit of a rundown. First off, a man who I met working back in the day, co-worker who turned into friend.
Aw, cute.
A man who loves himself some movies that are either A, the best movies you've ever seen, or B, the absolute shittiest movies you've ever seen. And there was no in between.
Oh, he's really nice. He's very smart.
Fantastic.
He might not prove that to us today, but we're gonna go with it together.
Oh, he will. I feel like I lost my train of thought.
Medium sauce.
Wow.
Howdy.
Everyone clap it up. Say welcome.
Hey, two-person
Medium
clap.
Sauce.
Welcome, buddy.
Welcome. Do you want to tell everyone a little bit about yourself? What's up? How you doing? How you feeling today?
Feeling pretty good. Thanks for having me on. Long time listener, first time caller.
Love it.
Fantastic.
How long you been waiting to say that?
My whole life.
Have you
Oh my
have you
gosh.
ever done that before?
No.
No.
You've never called into a radio station?
No.
Oh, I have for contests, but never for like commentary.
No, I would never do that. That's too much. That's too much for me to bear.
You get anxiety just calling like a store to see what their hours are. I can't
Mhm.
imagine you having a conversation on the air in front of potentially millions of people.
Are we live? No, yes. But we have Medium Sauce here. And he, something I neglected to say, but I did just think about right now, is that this movie was brought into our lives by this man. I believe it was on a whim. I don't know. Do you
Mhm.
remember the first time that we watched this? Just why we decided to watch this movie?
I think it was just because we're looking for just like a particular type of action movie.
Mhm.
And I had a vague memory of seeing this like around the time it came out. And I remembered the type of movie it
Mhm.
is.
Yeah.
Ah.
I mean, we could talk about the type of movie it is because it is a film that is just all action all the time.
Mhm. Mhm. It's somebody put the cinder block on the gas pedal and just let it go.
Absolutely just one of the all-time great performances of our generation, I think. What was that face?
How long can we keep this facade up? That's what I'm
We're gonna
wondering.
keep it going until we have to break it. What else is a parallel?
It has really interesting like sports scenes, and the world building is like you've seen Blade Runner, and you're like, oh, I know what a world is, and then
Oh,
you see
yeah.
this, and you're like, do I know what a world is?
Definitely an amazing soundtrack, one that you will absolutely never forget.
Here's the thing: is that you cannot take away from this movie is that Slipknot is not only on the soundtrack but is physically in the movie.
Oh yeah, as well as Pink, which is ridiculous. And it must be said, which we'll definitely get to it. And by the end, I think we'll come around on this movie a little bit. I feel like I'm coming around on it already, but this movie definitely offered us a memory that I think is just etched in my brain for the rest of my life.
It is the memory, and I can't wait to talk about it.
As much praise as we can put on this movie, it's definitely difficult to do because this movie, the one we're talking about here today, it is in fact an action movie. It is in fact directed by John McTiernan, which I didn't even know about. And it's wild that pretty much his two films are one of the best action movies of all time.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't even know what you would describe this as. One of the worst, maybe?
Maybe.
But today we're going to be talking about the latter. Because on this episode of Sho-Dependent, rather than really bring you something that we love, something that has influenced our lives in a positive way, we decided, you know what, today let's switch it up a little bit. Let's do it a little bit different. And today, our buddy Medium Sauce, he introduced it to our lives, and we are bringing it to you. We're going to be talking about the 2002 remake of a 1975 film, I believe, and it is called Rollerball. Insert BOING here.
Oh my gosh.
I am excited to talk about this because in watching it again,
Yeah.
there actually is a good movie here.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I know where you're going with that. Yeah.
There could be a good movie and there isn't.
We'll fix it. We'll fix it.
We'll
We'll get there. We'll come around. Like I said, I've kind of started to come around on it a little bit near the end when we were rewatching it. But there's definitely, I don't know. Does it have good bones? I feel like it does. There's just so much, I don't know, excess meat on these bones. We need to carve it off.
Mm-hmm.
But before we get there, we need to talk about the meat cute.
It's a meat cute, baby. It's how we met this thing.
So we figured for the meet cute, since we all met this movie together at the same time, we should just talk about it together.
Mm-hmm.
I'll start us off by saying it was definitely a life-changing moment for me. Honestly, I feel like this is kind of, as I said in the intro, our buddy Sauce. And you've told me many a time, at this point in your life, you're kind of all or nothing with movies. It better be the best movie ever, or it better be the worst. And this movie, I think, was kind of around the time where we started just watching bad movies to see, like, what's the worst movie we could watch and sit through and maybe get something out of?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like this was the start. I could be wrong, but Rollerball was definitely a moment for us, I feel.
Yeah, I was, like I said, I was trying to just recall, like, movies that were in this general late 90s, early 2000s, just like shitty action movie. And I like kind of sold you all on putting it on. And but I was like, oh, hopefully it's like as bad as I remember.
Yeah.
And then within the first 5 minutes, I was like, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is a fucking horrible movie.
Yep.
Yeah. In rewatching it for this episode, it was definitely apparent. First of all, I think Kayla was like, I don't even really remember this.
No, it's because like I swear I like, granted I had been drinking, but I swear I like blacked out, and it was not the alcohol that did it. It was the movie.
Oh yeah.
It like, I don't know. It's kind of like like getting waterboarded the whole time. And it's like, wait, what? You can't catch your breath because you don't know what's going on.
It's a very interesting like slice of time movie, because the very first opening shot, it's like establishing how like radical and cool this guy is.
Mm-hmm.
And it does that by having him street luge.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Which is like the most like X Games one.
It's
sport
definitely
I can even imagine.
Yeah.
Like I was thinking as I was watching it, I was like, this is the only stunt that this guy did.
Oh,
whatever stuntman did this street luge scene, he was probably like, I'm gonna be the Hollywood street luge guy.
Yeah.
And this was it.
Oh man, yeah. Because when we watched it, it was funny enough. It was, I believe, 2021, right? It was about a year ago, our time. But this movie is definitely a 2002 movie. It is just all just. It's like if you picture what, like you said, X Games. If you picture what Hollywood thought was cool in the early 2000s, the intro to this movie is definitely that. Before we really dive into it, I believe our buddy the Sauce over here has a little bit more information because he actually went and watched the original, which I've heard or I've read on Wikipedia is actually pretty good. So definitely
you did research?
Oh yeah, it's just all I did was Google it and then click a Wikipedia link.
Oh.
And then they were like, oh, the original is actually well regarded, whereas the remake is not good. And I was like, all right, well, fantastic. Happy to hear more from him. But before we really dive in, we have to give the audience, the listeners, a little bit of a recap. We call it getting to know each other.
Jonathan, or also known as
Jonathan,
thrill-seeking, poor guy, fails at downhill luge and the National Hockey League. And LL Cool J offers him a position in some sketchy ass sport known as rollerball. What ensues is really just chaos. It's hard to really say details because it all kind of blurs together into montages of butt rock and adrenaline. But what were they really trying to show, I think, was that rollerball is a sport and it's corrupt. And Jonathan's team is targeted multiple times to boost ratings. LL Cool J dies, and Jonathan somehow leads the lamest revolution ever. And then the movie just ends. That pretty much sums it up.
Let's go on to the next section. It's called Going Steady, and this is where we dive into the movie and really say, hey, why is this movie as bad as we think it is? Or do we feel a little bit better about it the second go around? First off, first point definitely has to be, this is the coolest movie ever. You want speed, you want rapid cuts, you got it. As we said earlier, as the sauce was saying, this starts off with a fucking downhill luge race. Has nothing to do with anything other than just showing that this guy is adrenaline. You want edge, this movie's all edge. And as we said, it's just butt rock. But for some reason, Pink is in it. Slipknot's in it. We got Rob Zombie music every other scene.
So rewatching the intro, yeah, it felt very like dated. And as I said, it definitely feels like a very specific moment. As I told y'all, like I took notes while I watched it this time, and I had like more intent. Yeah, like this opening scene, it doesn't like the purpose, I guess, is just to show that this dude's like a total badass or whatever, which it doesn't even really come across. He actually just comes across as pretty lame the whole time.
Oh yeah.
And then also I wrote down that they just want him to be a budget Keanu Reeves.
Oh yeah.
That's what I said.
I thought this was somewhat clever, so I'm gonna share it with you. But I wrote down Keanu Reed.
Nice.
Because that's what they wanted, dude. Like they wanted like almost Keanu Reeves, but like they couldn't get him.
Yeah, it's like when they wrote down like in the cast list, like, oh, who do we cast? It's like, oh, we got Keanu. What? You got Keanu? And then they like fold the page over. It's just like Keanu Reed. This isn't the person that. What are you talking about? I said Reeves, man. I mean, it's fine.
Well, even from certain angles, he looks similar.
Oh, he definitely does. It's like at one point, kind of like Cro-Magnon Man and Modern Man. It's like they were the same person, and then they divulged into different careers. One was Keanu Reeves, and one is this guy who went on to go do Rollerball. And I know I've seen him in other things, but I don't know where this guy's from.
All I recognize him from is American Pie.
Is he in American Pie?
He's in American Pie, and then like this
and Rollerball. God, you got to believe he thought this was it, right? Oh, man.
He got to be the guy.
He was like, I'm gonna be the leading man. Like this is my jumping off point.
He was Jonathan.
Or do you think? I gotta believe that a lot of these people during filming were like, I don't know if this is it, man.
It was making me think because 1 year before this, The Fast and the Furious came out.
Oof.
And I feel like that was sort of a sleeper. It just blew up, you know?
Yeah.
And it made me wonder, like, when Chris Klein and LL Cool J signed up for this, were they like, dude, we're going to be the next fucking Vin Diesel.
Oh, yeah. We're going to be the next Vinny D and Paul Walkers.
Paul Walker, yeah.
Speaking about two characters that are iconic, like the two guys from Fast and the Furious. In this film, two characters that matter. We got Jonathan, played by, who was it? Chris Klein, you said?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, what is there to say about him? He's a knockoff Keanu Reeves. He's a hockey league rodeo star, apparently. Those were like the definition that they gave him on paper. He wants to play in the NHL at the beginning. And he definitely says he doesn't want to play rollerball. He's apparently aware of it, but he says it's a circus, not a sport. So what does he do? Naturally, he just dives right in and makes that like his whole life. The second character that matters is LL Cool J.
That's not his name.
I don't remember his name.
I don't know his character's
Ridley.
name either.
What is it?
Ridley.
Ridley?
Marcus Ridley.
Oh, wow. Oh, you took notes, man.
You could have given me like 100 chances to guess his name. Would never have gotten there.
Honestly, you could have made up a name and I would have been like, yup.
Yep, that's it. That's it.
His name is Robert Starley.
His name was Brumpo Tungus.
The respectable.
Dong Bong. But LL Cool J, he shows up to help Jonathan during the luge. None of it is really riveting at all. He just kind of shows up and says, hey, hop in the car. We're out of there. We're gone. LL Cool J is pretty much just there to be like pushing this guy on to stay in rollerball. And he sort of makes an offhanded like comment saying that he can make enough money to retire off rollerball in like 2 years, which is going to be a little bit more confusing when we kind of get into rollerball as a sport, because it doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
When they talk about how to play rollerball, I wrote down the word Quidditch.
Yeah, it's kind of a similar energy.
Oh, we have a whole section dedicated to rollerball here in a minute. Other characters that maybe somewhat matter is that there's a Russian love interest who doesn't do anything. John, is it John? How do you pronounce it? Jean Reno?
Who?
John Reno? Jean Reno. He's here, and he also just doesn't do much, even though he's the main antagonist. He's just sort of there. And he's like
kind of mean.
He like sort of waxes poetic, but like never really gets to a point. I don't know. No. It's fucking weird. Oh, and for wrestling fans, Paul Heyman is wasted in this movie. He's a great guy on the mic. Honestly, go watch him on any like fucking episode of Monday Night Raw. All of his lines are so much better than anything he says in this movie. And Shane McMahon shows up later, which is weird because there's like, why are there so many wrestling guys in this? 2 is too many.
They wanted to be in on the heat that was going to be rollerball.
Because these guys, they're just all action. So let's talk about rollerball as a sport, because it makes it just, I don't know. It makes no sense in this movie. At least in the remake, we're talking the 2002 version. So definitely interested to see what the difference is between these, and if they actually cared in the original, because I got to tell you, rollerball makes no damn sense.
No.
Yeah. So here's the thing with the original, they start off by showing you a game of rollerball, and it's basically like roller derby or whatever. And you know how you used to sit in English class when your English teacher would tell you show, don't tell?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like that's all I could think of, is because they just show you like this is how the game is played. And it's like in 2 minutes you get it.
Oh God.
Whatever.
Amazing.
But then in the remake, they explain the rules with a really bad CGI thing. And then they literally just say that they're Russian and complicated. Like they just wave away like how
Paul Heyman gives up.
Yeah, because they have like, oh my God. They have Paul Heyman just like start off and he's like, oh, you want to know the rules to rollerball? Here's this, this, and this. And then after like 3 things, he just says, you know what? You don't need to know the rules because they don't really matter. All that matters is you throw the ball in the hoop and you get a point. It's like, how do you expect this to be good when you just like immediately wave off that it's even important or that any of it matters?
Yeah, in the original, they show like people fouling each other, which by the way is like real. It's like wide shots, so it feel like I was watching it like cringing because people are like actually getting hurt.
Oh, there you go.
And like because it's ironic, it's like it's almost shot boring, like the way it's shot, but it feels way more like real and impactful than all the quick cut bullshit of the new one. But anyway, they show people like fouling each other, and then like there's a ref who comes up and is like 2-minute penalty or whatever. and then they have to go off like hockey,
Yeah.
which is important because later in both movies, like later they say, oh, they were playing this one with no fouls.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh
And
god.
In the remake, you're like, what are you fucking fouls? Like, dude, I saw someone
There were
punched
fouls
in the face
before?
last game. I'm like, yeah, like
Oh, it's so dumb.
Yeah.
They talk about the refs and like they show that they have refs, and like you said, at the end of the movie they're like, oh, in this one we're gonna play with no rules, and like all the refs are walking off like, oh well, guess we don't have to do anything here. It's like, who, these refs did nothing throughout the rest of this movie. They had zero control over the sport. Anytime that anyone, like, there's essentially murder happening on the rollerball, I don't know, court, whatever you want to call it. And the refs are just
Lanes?
there.
I don't know.
Yeah, and the refs are just there, like blowing a whistle, just like, hey, I cut it out.
Knock it off.
Oh, well, I guess they're not listening. All right, I guess that's it. I don't know. Is this not just basic things? Is this not just what you should be able to show as a director that,
I
hey,
don't know.
maybe there's some rules in this sport?
There is, I feel the need to say this. Bluey, a child's show, has an episode dedicated to the premise of what makes games fun? Rules. Because if you take the rules away, it's not fun anymore because nobody can follow along. And that's the mistake that this movie makes right off the bat, is not getting invested in the literal title of the movie, which is Rollerball.
it's like literally incomprehensible to watch.
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah.
Because they have the motors. Like at one point I wrote down LL Cool J, why? He does nothing.
Yeah.
In terms of like, why is it important that he's on the team?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Because he
don't,
literally just rides a motorcycle. Like, you tell me you can't find a guy to ride a motorcycle?
He's supposedly like the captain.
yeah, I don't know, but what does he do? He just like rolls around on the motorcycle in loops, and then like that's it. Like, I
I
don't,
have no
were
idea.
there motorcycles in the original?
Yeah, but they serve like a real purpose because it's like an actual big, it's just a big loop.
Okay.
And so like people would grab onto the motorcycle for speed
Mm-hmm.
because what you had to do is you have to go 2 laps around with the ball
Yeah.
and then you throw it in like this little hoop.
Okay.
And so like you ride the motorcycle around and gain speed and then people guard the hoop. So it's like actually skill. Because if you drop it, it's
Oh.
like a new ball comes out.
Yeah.
That's like actually there is like an actual skill involved in like how do we teamwork move the ball to get it into the little hoop thing rather than like the wacky throw it against a
Pyro
Pyro plate thing.
Yeah. Ah, that was so wild. God. Yeah. I mean, like you said, it's just like a show don't tell. They tried to do both and just failed at both. I struggle to find out even what rollerball is supposed to be as a sport in this movie, because it's somehow simultaneously like the biggest sport, but it's also like, it seems highly illegal. And they like talk about how like, oh, you can't, we got to keep it a secret. And no one's supposed to know about this. We're doing this in secret. But then they have like a giant stadium in the middle of a city with tons of fans outside that have fucking signs.
Yeah.
And they're like,
Jonathan.
yeah, this is my team. And like the cops are outside and everything. And it's just like, how is this both illegal and broadcast to the world? None of this makes sense.
Yeah. This movie is a movie of contradictions.
Yeah. Is it illegal in the first film?
No, so actually, so there's a lot of things like from the first movie. The first movie is just way more interesting. It's like way more interesting than the movie. And just since we're starting at the beginning of the movie, there's several things at the beginning of the remake that are literally just shot for shot pulled from the original.
Oh.
Like people chanting Jonathan.
Yeah.
Like they're all chanting Jonathan because he's like the best player. Except in the original, it's in Houston.
Oh, Texas?
Not Kazakhstan.
Yeah.
And the crowd can say his name, which for some racist reason, people in Kazakhstan can't say Jonathan.
No,
Yeah.
we
Oh
had
my
to break
God.
it into weird
And it's fucking, not only
Yeah.
is it like, because they write it out as John a ton.
Yeah.
And there's that. And then they, just because we're talking about racism real quick, God, this movie is racist against
racist. Like everybody.
like, because it's only in like the Middle East just like Eastern countries, I guess. It's only in like Kazakhstan and like Russia, and
Bit of Mongolia and Azerbaijan. Yeah.
every single time that they talk about the country and portray the country they're in, it's just portrayed as like the shittiest, just all slum. All the people cannot be trusted.
Mm-hmm.
Like Jonathan, he looks at them and he's like, "Oh, this place sucks." And like LL Cool J, when they're in the club and he's like talking to Asian women, he's just using a fucking Asian accent, like the stereotypical, like just disrespectful, and like talking to them, essentially saying like, doing the whole ching chong thing.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this movie, man?
Well, and it's also similar, like he does that thing where if you don't speak the same language as somebody, you think that they're going to understand you if you slow down and yell at them.
Yeah.
Like that's not conveying meaning, buddy. You're just being a dick.
That's fucking wild. So you're telling me it wasn't that racist in the original?
No, not really, because I mean,
because they're in Houston.
Well, because so just to give you like a quick recap of the idea of the original, is it actually is like a post whatever modernity movie where like there's like I don't think there's any more nation states or anything. Like there's only corporations.
Oh.
And
so just America.
Like, yeah. So there's rollerball teams, but they're like the ones in the movie are like Houston, Madrid, Tokyo. Like they're just I think I got the sense there was like maybe one in each continent ish.
Ooh.
You know, like it was a big deal to have a team. I think there's some line about there's no war anymore, and like essentially
it's rollerball, baby.
Disputes are settled on the rollerball
Amazing.
court, like between various industries and stuff.
We should do that now.
Rollerball.
There is that scene, I don't know if y'all remember in the remake, like he comes out and he's wearing, it's like right after the first game, he comes out and he's wearing a cowboy hat.
Yeah,
everyone's like chanting and stuff, and he takes his hat and he throws it into the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember I was watching it with Tamale Puppy, and we were like laughing because we're like, this is such a lame scene.
Yeah.
But it's like literally a shot for shot remake of the original. That's what he does. He comes out and he like throws his cowboy hat.
And it makes more sense because they're from like Houston, Texas. So it's like, oh, it's like cowboy.
Sense. Well, and that's why they call him cowboy.
Oh, fuck.
That never translated in the remake. So I was like, why the hell are they counting? I know he's from America.
Yeah, they kind of
cowboys, Americans. Sure, yeah.
Oh my God. It sounded like.
And wasn't he street luging in like San Francisco?
It was somewhere.
Like what?
Yeah, I took it as like because apparently this movie is like pretty like influenced by professional wrestling. That was like a character he was playing. Like
I definitely
yeah
and I mean that's a point that I put in a little bit later, so we'll expand on it later, but it definitely I think is kind of trying to be like wrestling, like professional wrestling, but it just like falls flat in every way. Like it, as I said, I'll talk about it later, but professional wrestling gets a lot of flack for being like scripted and all that, and that's what like most critics of professional wrestling are like, yeah, I don't like it because it's scripted and all that. And it's like this movie tries to portray that, but just does everything terribly. Like tries to show like, oh, it's like a scripted sport, so we control it and we know the outcome. But then none of it is portrayed well. None of it is executed well. And like the gimmicks that people have don't make any sense.
No.
It's just, it's kind of frustrating to see, like, because you get it. It's like, I get what they were trying to do, but how did they miss the mark so bad?
Well, and also, I mean, one of the things, well, we can talk about this later, but apparently the reason that John McTiernan wanted, like his motivating factor in remaking this was he wanted to make the spectacle of the original, but without any of the social commentary. Which is interesting because I think there actually is social commentary in that he put in on accident.
Yeah. It's so and the commentary is like sketchy, but
Speaking of which, the next point here, lost the message / the plot. Is this movie fucking anti or pro capitalism? Because it feels like it's fucking both.
I think there's like this like Russophobic like undercurrent of
Yeah,
like,
totally.
oh, like they're doing capitalism, which is good, but they're like doing it in this greedy, corrupt way, which is
Yeah.
bad. And I think
That's
that's
what
why they
capitalism
said it
is.
somewhere else. Exactly. Yeah.
It's inherently greed and inherently just I mean, I don't know, because it's very heavily like ads. They make a point early on. Jonathan drinking a bevy. It's like, you got to hey, do it again. Got to
Label out.
put that label out. And like the capitalism message of like profits over lives is very heavily all over the movie. Like they will fucking injure / kill people just to get views, which the viewers, that whole viewer screen makes no sense.
No, the rating system, is that what you're talking about?
The rating system.
Oh my gosh.
Like, they just sort of show numbers and they're like, hey, look, the ratings. The fuck do you mean, dog?
You're like, the number is bigger, so that means it's good.
Uh-huh.
Out of what? Out of what? I'm just seeing
yeah.
like the number 13, and the next I'm seeing like 28. I'm like, okay, I guess that's better.
Yeah. Oh, I when I was watching it the second time, I was like, this is reminding me of Twitch. It feels like they were in their Twitch stream and they were looking like, oh, we got 10 viewers. And I like to think about it as like not in the millions. Like this sport is so niche that they're like, oh wow, we got 8 people watching. Like we got to step it up. And it's just, I don't know. It's funny to think about it that way because they're like, oh shit, now we got 23. Now we're getting up there. You know, now we got a lot of eyes on this. LL Cool J, he's all about capitalism until he almost dies. Then he's not all about capitalism because oh shit, this
It's
is
his
real.
limit.
Yeah, but he says the phrase, just close your eyes and take the money. Just, you know what? Hey, turn a blind eye to everything else. Just take the money, man. That's all that matters. It's like, LL Cool J, what even is your character?
I mean, I don't know if it fits in here, but one thing that Eddie and I were definitely grateful for rewatching this movie were the ads, because we watched it on Tubi. So we only had to watch it in like 20-minute increments. And we're like, whoo, thank God we get a break, because the ads, unlike the film, had a plot line that I could follow.
Yeah, funny enough, in this movie that we don't know if it's like anti or pro capitalism, the fucking like capitalism that we have today with these ads was just like a welcome break. Just, oh, thank God. Now I can actually get a little bit of a plot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. At one point when I was keeping my notes, I wrote down, it was pretty early in the movie, I wrote down, what is this movie about?
I don't know.
And I
Actually,
like, I think I can interpret it. Like I have an actual fairly coherent Marxist interpretation of this film.
Yeah.
Ooh,
that,
all right.
that obviously they did on accident.
Yeah. He wanted to get rid of the political message.
But like, yeah, it's very interesting to me that he didn't want any social commentary, and then like subconsciously all this filtered in, I guess.
Yeah.
But literally, like, just elevator pitch, what is this movie about?
Not Keanu Reeves, because we couldn't get him. And LL Cool J like to do things that kids think are cool. They go fast and there's boobs. A lot of boobs.
Lots of boobs.
And then at the end, like, it's like a revolution. Give me money.
Yeah, I don't really, because this is a book, right? Rollerball was a book first.
It's a short story, which I did not read. I didn't read it either. I think the original movie is supposed to be pretty like faithful, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. Huh.
I would guess that it's just like kind of about, like, I would hope that the original message was like the uprising of individuals against the corporate machine in order to like create a fun dystopian future where individuals actually have, I don't know, a say in their own lives.
Fun dystopia. I like
Fun dystopia.
Yeah,
Rollerball.
in the original one, the reason they want to kill Jonathan is because he is like too individualistic, and he like gives people hope. Which, I mean, it's kind of capitalism and individuality go hand in hand.
Oh yeah.
You know, but whatever. Even though I might think that the social commentary aspect of it's like isn't correct, at least it had something.
Yeah. Also, Jonathan's not really likable. I don't really root for him as a protagonist.
I mean, what even is his personality?
His personality is I roller skate well, and I have a girlfriend who lets me touch her hot body.
It's like the Keanu Reeves thing where he's playing just someone really wooden, and you're like, is this on purpose or is this just how he acts? You know,
Is this on purpose, or can our leading man just not act? I guess this is what we got ourselves into.
What was it about the early aughts where we were just like, yes, men, give us nothing.
Oh yeah.
Give us
I mean, what is it about
nothing.
all of humankind with white men just giving us nothing?
Yep.
Oh, dude,
That's true.
it's like you got to be stoic and like have no emotions,
Mhm.
either positive or negative, and like
Yeah.
you're just driven by violence, and like
Yeah.
that's how you find meaning, you know.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, this segues so well into him having a theme song.
Oh yeah. That was
Why-
fucking funny.
I
Like,
didn't pick up on this.
Because they fucking okay.
let's backpedal.
In
Set
the
us up.
movie, they show us our first rollerball scene. Pyro's going off. But anyways, you're like 30 minutes in and you're like, I have no idea what's happening. The other team just like straight up tries to murder one of Jonathan's players. Like just because they have a heavy metal ball and they just like hit this man in the face with it, knock his helmet off and just crush his nose with this ball. I don't know how this man didn't die immediately. But for one, the guys in charge all of a sudden like sit up and you can tell they got like, you know, they got a semi going.
Oh yeah.
It's just twitching. And they see the viewer count go up by 5 and like, cool, now we have 10 people watching. And all of a sudden they're like, hey, wait a minute, people like violence. Which to me was like, has this never happened before? Like, did they never see a correlation between people enjoying violence and it having more ratings? Because I feel like anyone who's human knows this. But they act like, oh, we got to do more of this. And then Jonathan, I'm gonna go between pronunciations. He like taps the band that they have, which I'm pretty sure is never really brought up.
It's
after
a
this
really
first
bad
scene.
band too. Can I just
Never
say
seen
that?
again. Never seen ever again. Or
The
before.
band is horrible.
Yeah.
They're like 5 different genres, like trying to.
I mean, you got to throw everything at it. But he like taps the board, and then they just start playing. Dun, 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 dun. You know, they start playing just a beat, and then like everyone's like, "Oh fuck, Jonathan's about to do something," and they just like go start kicking ass. Does he have a theme?
That's his theme, baby.
And then, like you said, it's just never seen again.
You know, it was only in Kazakhstan. That's the only place that band existed.
I gotta just say, as you were doing that little opening riff right there, I thought you were referencing Suicidal Tendencies.
Oh, I was.
Okay, I was gonna be like, okay, because that would actually be cool.
That
It
would
would
be
be
good.
cool.
But then, like, why would they just be there for one match?
Yeah.
Like, all he wanted was to play rollerball.
Yeah. Could you imagine? God, there could be a good movie here,
Well,
right?
It also, since we're talking about that scene, I just want to bring up something, which I think I'll loop back later
Yeah.
on. But okay, so whatever, I'll show some of my cards here in terms of what I think an actual, like the accidental theory here,
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
where, okay, so this movie is about third world exploitation,
Mm.
Yeah.
inevitable proletarian uprising, right? One of the things that is interesting in relation to the first movie, it's in Houston, right? It's in Texas, good old America, you know. In this movie, it's in, I think it just vaguely says Central Asia for this part.
Yeah.
I'm taking it through the lens of this is a exploited country where labor conditions are horrible, right? And therefore, like, you can more efficiently exploit the local, you know, workers, right?
Mhm.
So this person who gets, like, I assume murdered with the rollerball,
Yeah.
you notice he's Mongolian, right? Like he's not one of these Western, he's not one of the US people or something.
He's not a
Yeah.
face of the company.
Yeah, he gets murdered because his life doesn't matter, right? Because of where he's from. After we get the cool kick-ass like music scene,
Suicidal tendencies.
this is where the incomprehensible stuff comes in. But I don't know if anybody caught, they went up to the crowd and somebody in the crowd handed a very small American flag
What?
to, I think, Jonathan. And like
Weird.
when they're like skating off, like just having beat that other team's ass, they're literally holding like a tiny little American flag.
Weird.
Which I think in the movies universe is supposed to be like, oh hell yeah, dude! Like here's this hero American coming to fight for the
white savior. Fun.
exactly. What it really is it's kind of ironic, right? Because I mean, all this exploitation is being done. Like even it explicitly says like all this violence is happening because they're trying to get a North American TV deal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. God.
Well, and then the very next scene, they go to the club, and the minor dude tells LL Cool J, "You make 100 times what I do."
Mm-hmm.
So again, just like bringing up like the ultra exploited like
Mm-hmm.
global South population, like it's only possible for this game to be this profitable and for these Westerners to come in and make this much money through the exploitation of these other workers.
Yeah,
I felt so bad for like
That
the
makes
miners
sense.
and stuff. Well, and especially in the finale of the movie where, shit goes awry and you actually get to, not that it was ever awry before, but their team made it to the finals and they got to actually like show up and be there and just like, oh, the air just coming out of them and then them realizing like, wait a second, we don't have to be exploited if we do.
Which would be good if this were a better movie, like Sauce was saying.
There you go.
Like he was
There's
saying,
bones. There's bones there.
Bones.
Yeah, I mean that would make more sense, because then, and if we were making this movie better and we're fixing things, that whole like minor, not even like the B plot, it's like
it's F plot.
yeah, I don't know, the J plot with it, because it was like brought up in 5 seconds and then they brought it back for like 15 seconds at the end with like, oh, this team is the team of the people and they represent the people and like what we want and like that's our team. You don't get to have this message at the end. You didn't
earn this.
You don't get to just come around and like, oh, this is how this revolution works out, because it doesn't make any sense.
I just have it in my notes, but like you had brought up the LL Cool J, like he says, "Close your eyes and take the money."
Yeah.
Like literally that scene is almost immediately followed by the Slipknot scene.
Oh God.
Mm-hmm.
And the juxtaposition in that scene is there's the music and then Jonathan is driving a sports car, like a flagrant display of wealth.
Right.
And he's driving by unhoused people.
Yeah.
And like he's looking out and seeing like
he's like, oh, disgusting.
Yeah, like it doesn't, like the film doesn't really make any commentary, like overt commentary. But again, you're just like, okay, like yeah, the only way that you are able to be in that position is because of them. Like the surplus population that's like hyper exploited.
Right.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't make, I don't know. It's like that, and maybe that's the unintentional thing is it doesn't make you look cool when you're. It'd be one thing if you were like in an extremely wealthy city like Dubai, and there are thousands of an amazing, expensive vehicles around you. That would translate more to like cool, but by having the unhoused people or, the people being abused on the streets, it's like, Jonathan, I don't think you're looking real cool right now. You're kind of the douche in this situation.
I don't think in universe, Jonathan doesn't give a shit. I don't know what he stands for, honestly. But it doesn't really seem like he cares. I feel like if you ask in-universe Jonathan, he'd just be like, look at these pieces of shit on the street. Looking disgusting. Not like America.
It's like the scene with the mine bombing or whatever. Like they're having a protest at the mine. Do you remember that part?
Yeah.
And like he's totally oblivious. And like I feel like they could have been setting this up as like him like gaining this class consciousness. And, like, but they don't, Like instead it's just like this spasm of violence that has no real spark or anything.
It doesn't seem intentional at all.
Car. It's just used as like, hey, look how shitty these countries are. There's like unrest and violence, and you're in danger everywhere you go in these countries. And also, it's just used as a way for like the manager to be like, "Where were you last night, huh? We saw your car." Like that's the only reason that's there. What else does it say? It's just like, again, more action in the form of violence. And then like he and the Russian lady, she is Russian, right?
I think she's Dutch.
Oh well, fuck it.
Yeah,
I don't know.
All I know is her tits are out a lot.
But then they just like run off, and like the whole premise of like the people in charge of Rollerball, like they set up these accidents to happen to Jonathan's team only, it seems. Because for some reason, I mean, I guess he's the face of the sport, but his teammates start to see that this accident wasn't an accident, it was a setup. And then immediately after hearing that, Jonathan is just like, oh, it was a setup? Let me talk to the guy in charge, because there's no way that he set this up.
No, he's a good guy.
I'm going to let him know that we're on to him. And then he just goes and bangs this girl who was rude to him. Tits out in the gym.
Whew.
You know, I don't know. We can refer to Kayla, but I
know I like seeing my tits pop when I'm lifting weights.
I feel like most women probably would not work out topless.
No, especially during cardio. No, but she was doing weights. I don't know. Maybe you want to see him pop.
Maybe see the muscles working. But then she's like, oh, take a look at this. And she suddenly has like 5 different camera angles of the incident. First of all, where'd you get this?
Where's this footage from? And why is there a tablet in the shower?
Why do you have this? Are you a hacker all of a sudden? And she's like, oh, look at that. They were filming it before and they knew it was going to happen and all that. And it's just like, if you have this capability, how are you struggling to figure this thing out? How would you not know immediately what's going on? And how would Jonathan not immediately be like, fuck, we got to get out of here? I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. I keep trying to find like sense in this movie. And it's just like, here's a scene. Anyways, let's get to them banging.
Yeah, well, can we talk about the most, because I mean, we're almost already there.
Oh, yeah.
Like the most incomprehensible jump I've probably ever seen in any movie.
Yes.
So first of all, Aurora, who I believe is Dutch, she gets like punched off. This is what I mean, like the penalty minutes, supposedly.
Oh,
she
yeah.
Punched off of a motorcycle and then lit on fire.
Oh, yeah.
Which, I mean, okay, I kind of, if they were going to do that, I feel like it would be to one of these non-Western stars or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Anyways, this is the incident that pushes Ridley over the edge, and he's in the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the teammates bring money to them to escape the hospital.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's setting up this like, oh, we're going to escape the hospital. This is going to be interesting. And then jump to
night vision.
Night vision, dude.
God, this is so... It's so weird.
Unbearable.
For one, I just want to remind the audience that at this point in the movie, you're like 50 fucking minutes in.
Yeah, it's 1 hour into the movie.
Yeah, and it feels like you've seen 2 things happen. You've spent like maybe 20 minutes on the court. Everything else, something happened, but you don't know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
For Kayla and I watching it the second time, we're on like ad break number 4, and we turned to each other and we were like, honestly, I don't know what's happening in this movie. But when we came back, like I checked the time and I was like, oh my God, this movie's almost over. And I don't know what's happened.
I was gonna say it's like the true jump the shark moment.
Oh,
where,
yeah.
Like up until that point, it was like sort of a coherent movie-ish.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then like they're literally looking out the window, being like, oh, I'm gonna escape the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're in the middle of fucking nowhere in a van.
Yeah.
It's night vision. What happened?
They are fucking in media res right now.
Yeah.
We just, it's like they opened up into another movie.
Another movie. A found footage night vision.
All of a sudden,
movie.
it just, oh my God. Because I found myself thinking, why is there night vision? Is this a documentary? Like, why do we as the viewer need night vision? This is not how this works. This is not, like, if they need night vision, show them with night vision goggles on. But let me see it nice.
Yeah.
Let me see it good. It's so hard to see anything. You're questioning, hey, am I watching the same movie? Those are the same people. They're the same actors. But what is happening? Like you said, they're just already driving. It's like, how did they get here?
Didn't you say?
I guess they were successful.
Did you chime in? It was about like 7 minutes of night vision. It felt like 20 to 30 minutes long the first time we watched it. I was like, I don't think this is ever going to end. I think the rest of this film is going to be in night vision, and I won't have any fucking clue what's going on.
Mm-hmm. Well, why was it in night vision?
I think I read that like they shot it and it was too dark, so they didn't have like it was just almost unsalvageable. Or
yikes.
or there was something about like they shot it and people hated it so much that they went back and redid it, and I don't know why they did the night vision.
Oh my goodness.
But like legitimately all I could think of was this fucking dude made Die Hard.
Yeah.
This dude made Die Hard. Like he knows how to shoot action, and this entire like whatever you said it was 7 minutes is just like a student film.
Oh my god.
Like at 1 hour and 2 minutes, they are chased by what looks like a car.
Oh
and they
my
say,
god.
is that a plane? Is that an off-road airplane? And then the plane flies over them and they say, shit, for like 15 seconds. And it's genuinely like one of the most campy things I've seen in my fucking life.
It's the most like cliche thing ever.
It's so funny.
Like beyond just the fence, right? Like
Yeah.
the
Oh
my
god. We'll
God.
get there. We'll get there.
Like the sound design really through the whole movie, which is something I wouldn't normally pay attention to, but like
Yeah.
Oh, it's so bad.
You only notice it because it's so bad. Like so much of the rest of the movie sounds 80 yard in.
Yeah.
But like this one, it's really fucking bad. Where it's like, are their lips even moving?
Oh yeah.
And they're like shouting and
Yeah,
it's
it's
like a
bad.
Yeah,
There are whole sections of dialogue I missed.
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea what the characters were saying because it was so unintelligible.
The first time we saw this, the night vision felt like it was like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And then when I timed, because I was like, I'm gonna time it. It was only the night vision started at like the 58-minute mark, and it ends at 1 hour and 6 minutes. So it was only like 7-8 minutes, and it
Insane.
it feels like the longest thing of like, what am I watching right now? But in the middle of all that, you're questioning your life and how you got to this moment and how John McTiernan got to this moment. The most, I don't know, I gotta say it's the most questionable decision in the whole film.
Honestly, I agree.
Because I don't know how someone looks at this and sees what they did and doesn't think that's the most out of place, just hilarious, like comedy thing you could possibly put in a quote unquote serious action movie.
Oh my god.
But Sauce, why don't you do the honors because you introduced it to us.
Okay, so I'll just talk. If people haven't seen this, please do. But anyways, there's the shot of where they say, "Oh, is that an off-road airplane?" Where the horrible CGI, like horribly CGI, this like big C-130 cargo plane over them.
Yeah.
And then so LL Cool J takes the motorcycle off road, and they go through a barbed wire fence that like I legitimately. There's no way the sound person wasn't playing a joke.
Yeah.
I refuse to believe that this was not a joke, dude.
Yeah, there has to be. Like I said, it's the most out of place. Just like, I mean, I could play it right here because Kayla found the exact fucking sound. Like she sent it to you, right? You got it?
Oh yeah, he got it.
Because she like went like soundboard and was searching, and we were just listening to the
Took me
sound
2 seconds.
and fucking laughing. And then I looked it up. You can look it up. Audience, listeners, go look up.
Somebody has a YouTube video.
Yeah.
And it's entitled, I think it's like the weirdest sound choice in movie history or something like that.
But just
and
search
it's this scene.
Rollerball BOING. And it's like a minute long. Like Sauce was saying, they crash through a barbed wire fence. And instead of, I don't know, just the regular sound of crashing through a barbed wire fence, or maybe just like motor
scraping
sounds,
metal, maybe.
or no sound at all, really, because there's an airplane overhead. Instead of that, what they decide to play is this.
Why?
I gotta say, like, the first time we were watching this, because it cut to the night vision.
Yeah.
And watching it again, I put in my notes, this looks like Trailer Park Boys. Like it literally looks like it's shot on like a VHS, like shaky. Like it looks nothing like the rest of the movie. And I remember like we all just felt, I don't know, at least I felt pretty like kind of bored at that point. I was
like, absolutely.
Just like mystified. Like my brain was just melting out of my ears.
Mm-hmm.
And then
just end the movie.
Dude, yeah. And then they played that sound, and I will never forget. Like we all just stopped, and I turned and I looked at Eddie, and we made eye contact. as if to just be like, did you fucking hear that too? And
Meanwhile, I'm just laying on the couch, like dumbfounded and just so confused because I heard it too. And I'm just like, I think I made that up in my head. I don't think. And then you guys reacted, and I was like, oh my God, it was real.
Yeah.
It was real. And then we replayed it.
they played it again.
Yeah.
They go through 2 fences and it happens both times.
Are you
It's
kidding?
so funny. I don't even remember the
It
second
happens
time.
twice.
I
What?
don't remember the second one.
I black out every time I hear it.
Yeah, dude, I literally like I can pinpoint that as like one of the hardest laughs I have had.
Oh my God, yeah.
Like I had to walk it off, dude. I was like crying.
I know.
Because it was legitimately like you and I turning and looking at each other, eyes as wide as could be. Like did the thing where our hands were out, trying to grab onto like
What?
reality and figure out what's real and what's not. We just,
Oh my gosh.
Like you said, how is that not a joke? There's no way that you hear this sound from a fence.
Also, just the completely wrong genre. We're not in a Looney Tunes movie.
It's legitimately like a Looney Tunes sound. Like that's when Wile E. Coyote steps on the spring and gets flung a million feet into the air.
Yeah.
But they decide in the middle of this
Quote unquote
Quote,
intense
unquote.
chase scene.
serious action movie to throw that in there. There's no way that it's not a joke. And then I'm just supposed to like come back
Yeah, we're just supposed to finish the movie after
and watch
that.
another, 15, 20 minutes?
Yeah. I was telling Eddie, I was like, I think that's the biggest immersion break I've ever experienced, period.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Because I wasn't even invested. But then I became invested because I was so dumbfounded.
That was the moment for me that like this movie went from like bad movie to like art.
It is
Like
camp.
high art. Like is this a joke? Like you know what I mean?
It's smart. It's smart. It's doing something. I can't figure out what it is just yet, but it's doing something.
Also, the very next thing is with LL Cool J gets shot pretty much right after this.
Yeah. Oh,
Which
yeah.
also, impossible shot.
Oh,
He's
my
like
God.
a quarter mile away in the
I had
dark.
forgotten that he jumps his like 600-pound hog motorcycle
Uh-huh. Yeah.
across the fucking open drawbridge.
Yeah. The bad guys pull up. In my mind, I'm thinking it's pitch black. So I guess maybe they just see a light and assume. They see him fucking make that jump. He lands. And then they got fucking, it must have been like Chris Kyle's father or something. Just, he's got the strong genes and he just snipes this man in what I have to believe is pitch black darkness. And then it's just like sort of, again, hard cuts from that to like, oh, that scene's over now. Did you remember the boing? All right.
I can't stop thinking about the Boing, and now I'm supposed to be reinvested into this.
It's back to reality, whatever reality we have here. And
Yeah, the entire, like, it just didn't, if they wanted to set up this like emotional, like, oh shit, LL Cool J died, and I feel like it would have been more effective if they like poisoned him or
oh yeah,
something, like threaten Jonathan, and then LL Cool J dies.
Yeah,
he didn't play ball or whatever. Like this entire section of the movie adds nothing
No.
and takes away any goodwill you had towards it.
God, there's a fan of everything out there, and I want to meet the guy, the man or woman who loves this movie unironically and just thinks that this is it. Because I gotta believe if anyone was on board, they had to have gotten off board after that night vision. They were like, this was an amazing movie until night vision boing, LL Cool J sniped, just hard cut to the next day. It doesn't matter.
And
Whatever.
then, like, I know I just watched this movie, but I forget what happens. I remember the end.
No, for me, here, I'll fill in the gap for you because I remembered the scene, but I didn't remember what was said. Because after the night vision, they go to like a mine. And this is the part to me where the main antagonist makes no damn sense. Because, they're doing all this stuff. They've got Rollerball corrupt. I believe this is where he kind of like talks about how he needs this North American deal. And they're like so close. And he tells Jonathan like that he owns everyone who owns everything. He says he owns miners, so he owns the mine because he owns the person who owns the mine. He owns politicians and all that. But like, dog, how do you have this? You own like a failing sport that by your own admission just cannot get a TV deal. Needs to do all these like stunts to try and up the viewers from 15 people to 30. You're burning through players because you're just like outright murdering people. Like, how does this guy have the money? How is he like the highest of highs on the totem pole? And yet he has to like resort to all these little tactics to try and just get by.
Yes, yeah. I actually thought this seems actually pretty interesting, I thought, because they like go to this big open pit mine, right?
Mhm.
And they're standing at the top and they're like literally physically above the mine.
Oh, yeah.
And like looking down upon them.
Look at these pieces of shit.
But this isn't a social commentary. Don't look into it,
Yeah.
Sauce.
No,
Don't look into it.
Well, and then I think the like subtext, which I don't know if it's supposed to be there, but you know, these are like Central Asia. So we're like in these post-Soviet countries, like roughly 10-ish years after the Soviet Union fell. So then, I mean, in real life, right, like all these major industries like mining and stuff are captured by, you know, essentially like former intelligence people or former military people who then become like kind of state-sponsored criminals or whatever, which I feel like is what Petrovich is supposed to be representing, you know?
Is that his name?
Yeah.
We call him Reno.
Oh, Jean Reno.
Yeah, because at some point, like in that airplane scene right before, they mentioned that he used to be like an intelligence officer or some shit like that. So I took it to be like, oh, like he's like a Putin-esque, like
that's what I drew comparison
what
to.
Used to be, you know, state-owned is now private-owned, and that's how he's like one of the richest people, you know, doing this.
Yeah, I got confused and I was like, where's the miner? Like the guy that's mining down there, was he a rollerball player at one point?
Maybe.
And he's like, I'm gonna put you in the pit.
I'm gonna put you in the pit.
You played a bad game. And I was like,
oh, and then the other interesting thing with that scene is that he like tries to coax Jonathan over into being on his side by like offering him ownership.
Oh yeah.
And media rights. So it's being, I don't know. To me, it's like, oh, like, yeah, if you just, you know, buy into capitalism, like if you just play by our rules, like you will benefit greatly. And, you know, let's just not worry or think about.
Hey, just take the money.
Yeah. Close your eyes and take the money. Right?
Take the money.
There's no social commentary in this film, all right? None of it.
It's just action.
It's just rollerball. And then we get the final game. Before this final game, Aurora, she sees essentially the team that she's on get like fucking swords to be able to murder Jonathan. It's like, as you can tell, because I don't know people's names and I don't know points. I watched this movie twice, but I feel like I just like, you know, it just all goes over my head because I can't fathom what's happening. But I feel like this is the first time that I see that the teams have like lacrosse sticks. At least to me, I was like, why do they randomly have these fucking lacrosse sticks? Because it doesn't make any sense.
Dude, that's something we also totally skipped over. Like, okay, so in the original one, they just are wearing like jerseys and helmets and stuff. Like they look like football players or something.
Oh, sure.
In this movie, for no reason that I can discern whatsoever, everyone is dressed like a fucking like, I don't even know, like it's Halloween or something.
Yeah, like they're Halloween and they're all like vaguely knights of like the round table, but also like WWE wrestlers who their gimmick is that they're a knight. I don't know. It's very weird. Some of them have like spikes on, some of them have like full suits of armor.
Yeah, I mean, there's the one person who has like a little Joker.
Yeah, he's like a jester.
And it like taunts people, like.
It's like really stupid WWE, really stupid pro wrestling. And I know that pro wrestling, again, is looked down upon. I fucking love it. I love it. I love what it does. I love when you can tell a good story and you script it. It's like a movie, right? A TV show. When you can tell a long-term story and you do it well, who cares if you know what's going to happen? But like this movie is so dumb because it tries to get that. It has Paul Heyman from pro wrestling, Shane McMahon from pro wrestling. And they go with like the final game, no rules, because it's hardcore, it's like a hardcore match in wrestling. This is really stupid because in universe, I pull in and I think that these fans are going to watch an unscripted sport. There's no way that a group of fans would be behind just random acts of violence, like in a fucking normal ass baseball game. All of a sudden, they're just like, hey, what if during this match, players could just beat the shit out of each other with their baseball bats? Wouldn't that be cool? The fans would be like, I don't want to watch this. This is not cool. And not only that, but the fucking plan is to murder the person that they called the like Wayne Gretzky of rollerball. Could you imagine like fans just watching a Lakers game and like, hey, during this match, not only are there no rules, but the team that's playing the Lakers are actively trying to kill LeBron James. Isn't this awesome? Like, no.
Fun.
No. And by the way, you're not getting that North American deal. Like, I just don't understand.
I feel like they hit it. Maybe I'm misreading because they showed all the like counting money and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like, was that supposed to be suggesting that people are betting? Like, people are betting on these matches, but then they're also saying that they're fixed.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
Like, facially fixed? I don't like, not even secretly. Like,
yeah. I have no clue because it seems like I think what they were going for was like the corporations knew it was fixed, so they were just backing each other. I don't know, and then the fans were left in the dark, so their money was actually at stake during. We had to make it
more corrupt.
Yeah, I feel like that goes back to the like weird sort of like Russophobic or like Orientalist like worldview that's in this. Is like when they kill the guy way back at the beginning, they make a big deal out of showing how like the coverage of it is corrupt.
Oh yeah,
it's like, oh, start the replay there, not there. And it's like, I feel like it's under this guise of like, oh, these dirty Russians,
Yeah.
This is only a thing that happens there, not, the NFL, for instance, doesn't like have any particular narrative or something.
Yeah, it's just totally twisted in a way that just kind of fails.
The lady, our love interest, Aurora, there you go, thank you. She sees these knives, these swords being handled backstage and tries to warn Jonathan, but he's got a plan. What that plan is, I don't know. But he essentially does, again, the wrestler thing, the underdog thing of like, I won't quit. You can't take me down. You ain't going to pin me. I ain't going to tap. And he just keeps fighting and fighting and fighting. Do they kill like the minor guy? He gets killed, right? Like the guy.
Doesn't the cop come in and shoot him?
Does he get shot?
Yeah, because he's on the barricade and then he falls into the crowd and then the guy snipe shot. It's an amazing shot.
Yeah,
a really good shot like from the security guard.
50 fans around, just right on the dot.
Again, no social commentary. No social commentary on the role that state violence plays.
The people who knew him, and he used to be a minor. That was the story that was the Jay story they threw in right at the end. For another 15 seconds.
He was one of us.
Yeah, they're like, oh no social commentary, but the people that he came from, the working class people that he came from who went and supported him because he was one of them. They stand up and say, we've had enough of you controlling us. No social commentary, but we've had enough of this sport and the corporations controlling us. We say no more. And then they like start this revolution. The whole time, I mean, I brought it up to Kayla because we see one guy like give up and he's like, no, I'm not going to murder Jonathan anymore.
Wasn't it the jester guy?
Maybe.
He like threw his hat off. He's like, never again.
Yeah. But like, and I mean, they start quitting later, but while this revolution is starting, I turned to Kayla and I was like, why are there's like 3 guys that are still trying to kill this guy? Like, you obviously see that no one supports you. Like, why do you keep trying this? And then Kayla, I think you said like, well, they probably just got paid. Like they're kind of hired hitmen essentially, which makes sense. But it's still like, because the team starts seeing, oh, I think I'm not doing this anymore. And like everyone turns on the corporations. It's not earned. Jonathan's supposed to be like cool in this part, but he's just sort of skating around and everyone else is doing
like,
everything.
I'm bloody.
Yeah. And he pulls a fucking ridiculous, like, why is this glass not bulletproof or tempered or whatever?
Also, I thought it was just plexiglass.
That part could be badass if they had set up and made it earned or whatever. But like,
Yeah.
I mean, amidst like a proletarian uprising, he literally shatters like the glass that separates the owner's box from like people, and like that could be powerful.
Yeah.
But instead, it just feels really lame because it's like, why this guy? Like, why like, only this uniquely fucking cool American could have pulled off this, you know? Like
the cowboy.
It would have been like so much better if like the miners had done that. And then like Jonathan could have come in like as a secondary wave or something like that.
Maybe have Jonathan, he's like the last person to push it, but it's like everyone in front of him is like pushing it already. And he's just like adding his body to the cause.
Because then you could get the message across while
But
still not losing.
There's no social commentary.
Yeah.
Like you said, because it's not earned by Jonathan, and it's an insane move.
yeah.
He just like throws the ball, followed up by like the most beautiful drop kick you'll ever see. Just destroys Petrovich or whatever, the main antagonist, and then just leads to like him. He hits him with a chair, or how the fuck does he kill this guy?
Shoots him, right?
He shoots
he does bludgeon. I think he bludgeons him with a table.
Yeah, he
Good Lord.
He beats his ass, and then they decided to throw just like a quick, like, he's not the main antagonist because
the little swerve.
The second in command, he was like, he planned this the whole time, and then nope, he just gets shot by a shotgun. That's
perfect.
That's that settled. Never mind.
Here's the subtext I'm choosing to read into that series.
There you go.
Give it to
is, Jonathan represents the worker in the Imperial Core, and only through a unity of interest between, peripheral workers and workers in the Imperial Core are we able to overthrow capitalism, which is symbolized by smashing the owner's box.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I think what it would have been a more interesting movie is if Jonathan just wasn't even in this.
Absolutely.
Like, for instance, the miner guy was the main character.
Yeah, because he's likable. He's the underdog. You want to root for him.
Yeah.
He actually has a story you seem to care about. He's got soulful eyes. He actually acts.
Yeah.
I don't know.
In and of itself seems more interesting than just having American guy drop kick the hell out of this guy. And that's it.
Well, and it's also like, this is probably one of the last things I'll say about it. I think it's a really stupid choice to frame a film, which is a team sport, around one individual that we don't even end up caring about. If it's a team sport, you're supposed to care about the team. That's why I like the movie Remember the Titans is great, because you care about the team because they work together. But instead, they just try to pitch Joe Cool to you and make it kind of work.
Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, I mean, even like it's pitched to you as like Jonathan is just this uniquely skilled individual who is the rollerball Wayne Gretzky or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's also like, wasn't he like a mediocre hockey player in this
game? And he did rodeo.
1,000 other dudes or ladies that could also do the same thing,
Yeah, apparently they could, because they were willing to just murder their best player and a ton of other players just to get 5 more viewers. This is a long ass 98 minutes, man.
Yeah.
Feels like 4 hours.
It also just ends.
Yeah.
It's just like, okay, that happened. Credits.
Yeah, good. We did it.
There's no like resolution or.
Give me a 5-minute epilogue that shows the ramifications of this, and then you could show whether it led to greater change or
the corruption just persisted.
It was quelled, and we still need to do more to like make it work.
Where's our Resident Evil ending, huh?
Something, yeah. Give me the horror ending where the monster comes back and capitalism is still in charge. Give me something.
That's how I think the Sanjay character, like, because he kills Petrovich, and then just immediately another capitalist pops his head up, and he literally says, like, "You forgot to kill the tyrant successor."
Yeah.
So I'm gonna choose to read into that is that you can't just like get rid of one. You can't just get rid of the billionaires or whatever.
You have to destroy the institution that holds them up.
Yeah, it's the the system, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's not just individuals.
Yeah.
Which is sort of ironically like the whole point of this movie is that it is individuals.
Mm-hmm.
It's just Jonathan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
It's just so funny to me how Sanjay got fucking blown away.
In 2 seconds.
Almost comedic timing.
He gets shot with a shotgun that is like
Mounted.
locked to a thing.
Yeah.
So he can
attached
probably
to
only
a
move-
wall.
He like the area in which he could get killed was like this much.
He was
and that's
yeah.
why he was like,
It was in the kill zone. Like, just move. Take a step to the right.
I also with that like ending, I put in my notes that there is one like really brief shot of all the workers go outside and they flip a limo.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's tight.
We did
But
it.
again, no social commentary. Like
No.
No.
Yeah, they just felt like it. They had to get the adrenaline
They're just
out.
rioting. It's fine.
No looting though. That would be wrong.
I respect private property.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Somebody think of the property.
Uh,
Yeah, I think in summary, this could have been a good movie, and against all odds, it's fucking horrible.
oh yeah.
It's so bad. So did you like the 75 version?
It was okay. I wouldn't like watch it again just for
just to enjoy it.
compared to this movie, it's a masterpiece. But like it's pretty
It's not
slow.
saying a lot, Sauce.
It's pretty slow. There's a lot of parts because there's like the games, and then like there's a lot of time where he gets like he like lives on this like big mansion, and like the corporations like basically assign him a wife.
Oh.
And that's like a big part of the movie is like they will give him a wife for like 6 months and then like take her back and give him like a new one.
Interesting.
And
Yay, women as property.
it has a lot of shots of like there's this one shot of or series of scenes where it's like these very clearly super disconnected like really rich people. And like I don't know, I feel like there is social commentary that's pretty like overt.
Yeah.
And the ending is that like they want Jonathan to kill someone. Like they either want him to be killed or to kill someone. I think that like I don't know, show that
they're in control.
Yeah, whatever. And he like like the ending is he refuses to kill like the other rollerball player or whatever. And everyone like is like chanting his name and stuff. Very, very different. Very different movie.
Yeah.
Sounds like
that is really different.
It is on Tubi. So
Tubi.
That's why I watch both of them.
Yeah. Oh yeah. God, the ads help, huh? It's like a nice little break.
It's like scratching your brain. It's like, ooh, okay. Yeah. I've got blood flow again.
Yeah, let me take this 1 minute commercial break to let my mind catch up to what I just saw.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can't even comprehend it.
Yeah.
You know what, this movie made me want to watch, and we should watch. Triple X.
Oh yeah, Xander Cage, baby.
I feel like it's a similar, like it could exist in the same.
Oh, definitely.
The Rollerball cinematic universe.
Yeah,
includes Triple X in my mind.
The RBCU, and it kind of feels like kind of a little Point Breakish at the beginning, where it's just and after the game, so these guys are just all go. Hey, do you want to relax after the game? Nah, I think I'm gonna go race.
Yeah.
Because I'm cool.
It ended up being more Johnny Mnemonic than I would have liked.
Was Keanu Reeves in that movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was the lead in Johnny.
Do you think they wanted Keanu Reeves for
Absolutely.
They had to get discount Keanu?
Keanu Reed.
Sauce, wasn't there some weird controversy with this movie, like in the real world?
Oh, well, okay, so John McTiernan made Die Hard. He made like Last Action Hero, Hunt for Red October, like some pretty big hit action movies.
Yeah.
And then during the filming of this, I think the reason or one of the reasons this movie sucks so bad is that the production was like a nightmare.
Yeah.
But as part of that, he paid a private investigator to wiretap one of the producers for this film.
Mm-hmm.
And then years later, this is why you don't ever talk to cops. B, you never talk to cops without a lawyer. He was asked about it by an FBI investigator, and he was like, "Oh, I didn't do that. I have no knowledge of that." Blah blah blah. So then he got indicted for lying to an FBI agent. And then I actually went and looked up the case just because why not?
Fantastic.
He got sentenced to 4 months in jail and then 2 years of supervised release.
Wow.
Then he appealed that because I believe he said he had like ineffective assistance of counsel and got a new attorney. It like went up to the Ninth Circuit and back down. And then so he had a different trial
Oh boy.
or plea, I don't remember, where they now charged him with 2 counts.
Oh my God.
Yes.
And then sentenced him to a year in prison.
Fantastic.
He really shot himself in the foot, didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh
so
my
he went
God.
to prison and he had, I mean, essentially that killed his career. Like he hasn't made anything.
Yeah. He's still alive?
Yeah.
Good for him.
Career over.
Yikes.
Was it worth it? I wonder if someone has talked to him about Rollerball. They have to have, right? Just said, hey, what happened?
The inmates are like, why'd you make such a shit movie, dude?
Yeah, they put Rollerball on for like movie night.
They watch his movie while
and
they're
the whole
just
time the inmates are just looking at John, just
They're like, is this why you're in here, dude? Because like
you should be in
it
prison
was
for
so
this.
bad.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, is it illegal to make a movie this bad? Because it should be. He's just, God damn it, I made Die Hard. All right. Put on Die Hard.
I just want to quickly say on Rotten Tomatoes, this movie has a 3%.
Oh,
3.
I would at least give it like a 10. I'd give it a 10.
Honestly, this is pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Pretty incoherent.
They got Slipknot. Slipknot's at least 1%.
And they got Pink.
And Pink, but she never sang. It was just her face on like
Yeah, she was just there.
TV screens.
Oh my God. They had to have thought that this was going to be something, right? Oh, this is going to be it.
It was so not it.
It was going to be real good.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. Like when Chris Klein and LL Cool J signed up for this.
Yeah.
Dude, if you were an actor, you had to be like, dude, the guy who made Die Hard?
Yeah. Oh, fuck
like,
yeah.
this movie is going to kick my career off.
Yeah.
I'm going to be the next fucking Bruce Willis.
Oh, yeah. God. What a shame. Let's bring it around. Now that we've talked about it, we've watched it twice, we've talked about it. Let's DTR, define the relationship, and see how we feel about this movie now. I'm probably good never seeing this movie again.
Yep.
But I'll ask the group, are we happy that we watched this movie?
That's a tricky question. Would you care to go first, Sauce?
I mean, like I said, I had the first instance of the fence.
Yeah.
I can pinpoint that as like the hardest I have laughed
Oh, yeah.
in probably 2 or 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
So from that standpoint, totally worth it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I could never see this movie ever again. That'd be fun.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I'm similar. You know, as I said, am I starting to come around on it? Kind of, because it's kind of like that thing that it's a movie that you can confidently look at and say, wow, this movie fucking sucks. But you gotta watch it just for this one thing. Because when you see it, it's just insane.
It warps your perception of reality.
Oh, it definitely does.
As I say, litmus test for how we feel in this movie. You're at Walmart or something.
Oh, God.
You're standing at the checkout.
Mm-hmm.
You look over, you see the bargain DVDs.
Love it.
God.
$2. $2 DVDs, and you see Rollerball right on top.
Oh,
Are you
my
grabbing it or
God.
not?
Oh, first thought, my immediate first thought was like $2.
$2, huh?
You think you're worth $2, Rollerball?
Or like at what number would you for sure not grab it?
Anything above $1, I'm saying no. But if it's like 50 cents at Goodwill, I'll take it.
Yeah, I you know what? I feel like $2 is max. But I immediately first thought was like, you ain't worth $2. Who do you think you are? I feel like 99 cents is that perfect. Like, okay, I can do it for the joke.
I feel like I would buy the DVD case just to take the art out and then like Mod Podge it onto like a notebook.
Mm-hmm.
And then I take the disc and just huck it into the garbage.
Don't need this. Use it as a coaster.
Maybe.
Yeah, anything more than $2, I think is too much. What about you? You grabbing it for $2?
If it's $2, I think I'm grabbing it, but it's solely to then wrap it up and gift it to you.
Ah, yes, the
White elephant.
Mm-hmm.
just do the thing where like every gift you give one of your friends for a year is just
It's
rollerball.
Rollerball. You just buy it in bulk.
Yeah.
You buy like 15 copies of Rollerball.
Yeah, I saw online they were selling like 50 of them for $1, so I picked them up. You know, they were just trying to get rid of them. So that'd be real funny though. I feel like that'd be hilarious.
Instead of getting iced, you get rollerballed.
You got Jonathan.
No.
Yeah. So in that sense, I kind of do love this movie just because
I love the memory.
It gave us, yeah. I love the memory, love the moment. Because I don't think I've ever been more confused, more shocked in a movie. And we've now seen some really bad movies. And that's the thing, like this movie, even though it's not fun, for a few fleeting moments, especially the BOING moment, it's just like, yes, I'm happy. I'm happy that I watched this because this is funny. Because we've seen some bad movies that are just like not fun at all.
Bad.
Like through 2 hours, and never have we laughed as hard as we laughed with this one. So I think it's worth it.
Johnny Mnemonic was just bad. Not like fun bad, just bad.
Just bad. The dolphin was bad.
And they had Keanu.
I know. They got Keanu. They got the real deal.
Oh, imagine Chris Klein in that spot.
Dude, I had to pull up a Rollerball on Amazon just to see how much it was to buy a DVD. And like it's on Prime Video to rent or whatever.
Yeah.
It's 455 reviews.
Yeah.
And this movie has 4.5 stars.
No way.
What?
You lying. What's the first review? There ain't no way.
Top view is one of the few films of this type to not fall victim to the usual tropes. 5 stars.
There's got to be a troll.
What genre is he talking about?
I refuse to believe these are legitimate.
Yeah. Is John
They
McTiernan?
must be trolling.
Was that John McTiernan too? Who left that review? There's no way.
The main cast are all very well fleshed out by the end without cheesy voiceovers or still photo profiles.
Oh, that's
Every
definitely a
character has their
troll.
own story arc.
Yeah. Oh, it's got to be a troll.
I love it. Okay. I love the ironic.
It's tongue in cheek, right?
Yeah.
Everyone's definitely fleshed out.
Dude, the stunts feel visceral yet grounded in reality.
Love it. I do want to say, now that we're just breaking it down, budget 70 million, box office 25 mil.
Oof.
Big bomb.
Ooh.
That's a stinker.
At the end of the day, definitely worth it. I think it's worth at least one watch.
One thing's for sure, I am no dependent on this movie.
Oh, no. Like I said, I'm definitely not. I'm good. Never seen this movie again. But I will pull up that clip on YouTube.
Yeah. I will watch the 1 minute scene and then that's it.
I'll save the BOING to my phone and just pull it out every now and then and reminisce.
Mm-hmm.
Be like, yes, this is nice.
Memories.
Well, shall we wrap it up?
Let's wrap it up.
Well, that is it, folks. Thank you so much for listening to this special April Fool's Day episode. We brought you a movie that we don't like.
No.
But hey, still somehow it connected to the theme because we came around on it and decided, hey, it's worth it. And if we talk Sho-Dependent, we will definitely remember the BOING.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like a Pavlovian response. When we hear that BOING, we'll be like, oh yeah. And be able to look back and say, hey, ultimately, I think it was worth it. So if you liked what you heard, please give us a follow. Download the podcast. You ain't even got to listen to it, to be honest. But
Just a download.
Just give it a download. You know, it helps out. Spread the word. Tell your rollerball crew that they can find Sho-Dependent on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you listen to podcasts. Before we move on, want to take one more opportunity to say thank you to our buddy Medium Sauce so much for not only introducing us to Rollerball, because I don't think I would have watched this movie had you not brought it up and been
Absolutely
like, hey,
not.
what about this movie? So thank you, Medium Sauce, not only for introducing us to the joys of watching bad movies, but for helping us out to talk about this film here today. So let's clap it up one more time for Medium Sauce. Yay!
Sauce.
I have an idea of what you're going to say here, but do you have anything to plug? What would you like to tell the people? All right.
He shrugged his shoulders, folks. That was the response.
Nothing happening in my life.
Give me general advice. Give me one line.
Don't talk to the cop.
There you have
Without
it. Just
your
no.
a lawyer.
Yeah.
I mean,
Or
yeah.
just not at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
All
shut
right,
up.
fantastic.
Thank
and
you.
for myself, Eddie, hey, you can follow me on Twitter, on Twitch. It's at Victor V Sweet on both. And every now and then you'll hear the sausage voice. So, hey, we'll play some video games on the Twitch. You'll be able to hear him talk a little bit more about why you shouldn't talk to the cops and capitalism and how much things suck ass. So it's fun.
You're
And,
really selling it, dear.
It is fun. I don't know. You can watch us be bad at video games, but every now and then be
talk
pretty
about
good.
talk about making piss.
Talking about making piss, drinking piss, doing all kinds of things. All
Can
kinds
I
of
be
things
real
with
with you
piss.
guys right now?
Yeah.
I'm literally making piss right now.
Oh, thank you
There
for
you go.
sharing.
Love to hear it. And my other half, Kayla,
Yes.
where can you be found?
You can find me in a bloody pile in the bottom of the rollerball rink. I immediately gave up and got ran over like 12 times.
Mhm.
So, but when I'm conscious, you can find me on Twitter at DJ Vivitch.
Fantastic. And you can follow the podcast on Twitter, on Instagram, Sho-Dependent Pod. That is at SHO Dependent Pod. And with that, we have it, the end of the Rollerball episode. Thank you once again for listening. But before we go, we do a couple last things for the next episode. We have something that is very near and dear to Kayla's heart.
Yay!
Would you like to let us know what's going on?
Next time, we are going to talk about classism, wordplay, hand flexing romance. That's right. We're going to talk about one of my favorite films of all time, the 2005 film Pride and Prejudice.
Yeah,
It's spring. I'm getting Twitter pated just thinking about it.
My
Can't
goodness.
wait.
Take a turn about the room, huh?
Turn about the room. Let's do it.
Mhm. And as we always do, we'll leave you with, well, we try and leave you with some wise words or something that we could take away from the thing we talk about, that maybe some poignant message, some nice thing that we like to give you some hope or make you feel good or make you think about your life. But in this film, unfortunately, not too much to really take away. But we did have this one quote. And in fact, it's the last thing you hear in the movie. Where are we going?
Well, a doctor to start. And if you're feeling up to it, someone can carry you to my bed.